These are the best days of our lives. Let's raise
your glasses
high. This one's for you tonight.
Hey everybody, welcome to episode 15 of the SUR Files. Here, it's Thursday, June 25th, 2026. It's Joshie Lopez. I'm recording this a day earlier because tomorrow morning, when I usually drop the podcast, which we will tomorrow, I am moving out to, I'm moving back to Chicago, and this has been a very busy week, so I had to come out here and give you guys a podcast, so I'm doing it a little early, so it sucks that this particular edition of the podcast is going to be a little shorter than usual because there's so much that went down on the Valley this week. I do recommend you guys go check out the initial recap and rant that I did on last night's episode. It's pinned to the top of our TikTok page at SUR Files, SUR Files. Make sure, by the way, to subscribe and to our YouTube channel at the SUR Files. We want to get to the road to at least 100 or 1,000 subscribers. That'd be pretty cool. So appreciate the support on that end as well. I'm at X, if you want, at the Hoots Podcast. Instagram at Josh Lopez Music. Hope you guys are doing very well. This week's episode, we are recapping The Valley Season 3, Episode 13, called Liked and Loaded. And guys, I gotta tell you just straight up, as I said in the review last night, there's instigating and there's Lala Kent, and I've had it up to here. Last night was the final straw. Like, not even just like the teaser clips that I've been sharing on the channel, on the main page, on TikTok about what was going to come with this big confrontation and argument that was going on in Mexico. Not even before not even before Lala brought Janet into the conversation this week for the Valley. By the way, we're speaking of the Valley. Let me play the intro. I don't want to disrupt the flow of the podcast. All right, guys, it's time for our Valley review. I'm not alright, and the fact that I was such in a rush to review this episode of The Valley and we forgot to drop the intro. Anyways, let's continue on. One last plug, as always, the SUR Files drops each and every single Friday anywhere you get podcasts from. Thank you to the good people at Odyssey for having us on their platform. Odyssey Creative Lab is the home of the SUR Files. So back to, here we are, Liked and Loaded. We're starting off hot with Lala, like, oh, Danny, are you ever just going to forgive Janet? And then, as Jesse said in the confessional tonight, Lala just picks the right time to instigate imposter. And he said that she's the most strategic person he's ever seen, which I can't disagree. I mean, she's up there as far as the biggest posters I've ever seen on television, reality television, whatever category you want to use for the show. It's just a real shame, man, because I really wanted to enjoy Lala this season and to see where she was with her life. I would have been much rather be interested in hearing about her sobriety journey and her regaining her confidence and being a Monte Sosa than her being the fucking defense attorney for Janet. I think we all collectively, as fans of the Valley and Bravo and Vanderpump Rules, can all agree that we are sick and tired of talking about this Danny drinking situation. And this went so off the rails. Zach is getting into a shouting match with Jasmine, which, I don't know what Jasmine's so fucking upset about this season. Like, I thought her and Danny made a truce. If you really think about it, this whole situation should have been nipped in the bud by the time of the fact that Danny and Jasmine had a truce. He apologized on screen at the reunion. I thought they were at a good place coming out of that. But here we are, and she's still arguing about it. Like, and he's like, oh, Zach, you're not defending me. You're not doing this, you're not doing that. Are you kidding me? I think Jasmine needs to rewatch the reunion. Just because Jason called Danny a clown at the reunion doesn't mean that that everybody else on the Amadeus or the cast wasn't looking out for Jasmine. We've been talking about this whole situation for now 2 full seasons. Nearly the entire show, because weren't they ripping his drinking in season 1? If I'm not mistaken, I did watch season 1, but nearly the entire duration of this entire show and this franchise has been about Danny's drinking. And at some point, when is enough enough? Nobody on that cast has a leg to stand on when it comes to alcohol intake. Neither Lala. Just because you're sober doesn't mean you need to judge somebody, because you were in that same position too. And then for her to go on Watch What Happens Live to say that, oh, I hope that Nia divorces Danny, that's not a good look. So for you to go up to Danny and be like, will you just move on with your hate from Janet? Look in the mirror, Lala, please. Because you're the queen of instigating and talking shit behind people's back. So this whole issue about Danny liking posts and Instagram things about Jason and Janet on Instagram, about Jason being a cuck. Well, guess what? Jason was a cuck at the reunion. And I get it, you gotta defend your wife, but at the same time, have some fucking self-awareness, dude. They did not perform well at the reunion. It's just that simple. And as I've been saying on this podcast the last couple of weeks, the sole storyline, if you ask anybody, what is Lala Kent's storyline for the Valley Season 3? It's the fact that her friend Janet got royally cooked at the reunion, rightfully so, just like Lala did at the Season 11 Vanderpump Rules reunion. And here we are, and it's just so fucking annoying. I'm over it. I don't care anymore. I really don't. It's been talked about to death of Danny this, Danny that, Danny this. Danny apologized for how he treated Lala in San Diego the day after they had a confrontation. So why are we still talking about this? And Lala's going to sit on a high horse about, oh, why are you talking about people on social media and liking things? Are you kidding? The same person that did the same thing while she was at Vanderpump Rules and would do the same thing towards Tom and Ariana. And you guys remember that from the season 8 reunion where Lala would be on the Instagram live? You and Tom are not the safe place. Don't act like you don't know what's going on. And then her and Ariana bickering each other on season 9. Lala gets cooked again in that season's reunion. The Vanderpump Rules season 10 made the whole season about defaming Tom's character. Guess what? I get it. Tom fucked up and the whole scandal thing happened, and we don't need to rehash it. Congratulations. A blind squirrel finds a nut one day. It's unfortunate that Tom fell into Lala's trap and rage baiting. But she's the queen of instigating. Hell, even before her and Sheena had her falling out. Let's go back. Remember the after show they used to do on VPR? Oh, it's not cute for a 30-year-old to wear a JoJo Siwa pony top. Like, you're the queen of bullshit gossip and talking shit behind people's back. And this is what you do. This is who you are. And you're going to sit here and chastise Danny for liking tweets when you do the same shit. Who cares? And I loved how Kristen said it on the episode tonight when they brought it up to her. The confessional, she's like, oh, Jan's upset for people liking pictures. Guess what? Brittany does it. Zach does it. Kristen does it. She'll admit it too. And then she's like, grow the fuck up. Either address the issue or shut the fuck up if it's bothering you that much. And again, for Jasmine, if you're still not over what happened with you and Danny, bring up that conversation with him yourself. You don't need Zach to confront Danny. You don't need that shit. It's so annoying, man. Like, I've had enough of this storyline already. It's been talked about to death. Like, it's overboard. We got the fucking point already. We got it. We understand. We understood what happened. It just, I have had it up to here with this whole situation. And it's just like, we gotta instigate. We get it, Lala. You're embarrassed that your friend got cooked at the reunion. And you feel bad because you dealt with the same shit. And now you want to play fucking private investigator. Hell, she couldn't even help herself. The next day, they're at the beach. And Danny's catching up with Luke about what happened in the conversation. Like, here comes Lala strolling in. And Danny, rightfully so, pointed out the fact that she was not around that group a lot when a lot of this stuff was going on. So she's making a lot of assumptions. She even talked shit about Danny on her podcast. So... again, at the end of the day, I'm too much of a realist and a bullshit detector where, like, I could sniff out pot stirring and fucking clout chasing a mile away. And it's just, I hate saying that because I wanted to support Lala. I really did. And I like Lala as a person, I do. But for how she's been conducting herself this season, it's just really fucking annoying. It's not a good look. Like, I get it, you're the outside looking in, yada, 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 but you're looking out for your friend. But at what point? What positive have she brought to the show this season? Trying to hold Danny's foot to the fire for what? He's already admitted it. That he's already admitted what he needs to admit to. Oh, my God. So, from there, let's play a clip from the after show. We do this each week where we hear from the cast's point of view of what's going on with this whole situation with the shows. And let's address this whole situation with Danny liking stuff on social media. Let's play this clip.
Sure as heck with what they had done to me and said about me. What got me through that was the viewers seeing right through it and liking positive posts about me and not so positive posts about them.
There have been comments that other people have made on social media spreading hate to Janet and her marriage that you have gone and liked.
100%. I was
and
liking certain
reposting
things.
it.
This is Janet trying to weaponize a tweet that is innocuous. I'm sorry.
At the time, there was a ton of negative things being said about them.
Exactly. They are liars. They are insufferable. They did these horrible things. Half the stuff I didn't even read. It was just like, I'm tagged in it. It's anti-Jason and Janet. Like.
I probably wouldn't do it publicly because I know that it would probably get back to them. But if I saw something disparaging about somebody I didn't like, I might internally like it. I might be like, oh, that's funny. I like that meme.
You can spiritually
you know what I mean?
like it. You don't have to
just
smash that like button.
I don't need like the public to know that I like
You
it.
screenshot it and you send it in a group chat.
Exactly.
That's what you do. You don't
That's
publicly.
how a gentleman does it.
Yes.
He does go on liking sprees that we all make fun of. I talked to him about this.
In my defense, I would have liked all of them. But, you know, I tried to have some self-control. Sometimes I would respond, and then the next morning be like, I'm going to delete that. Or it was more of my wife saying, you should delete that.
It's embarrassing to be that petty. You get to the point where you're hate liking posts about your enemy. But also, if it makes you feel better, I'm actually for it.
That was a 180.
Yeah, that actually went nowhere.
Okay. That sounded good in my head.
I liked posts on it, unliked it. I was like, ooh, take that back. Because I don't want to, like, add fuel to the fire, but that's me. That's how I'm operating. He felt like he never got a chance to, like, say his piece. Yeah.
I will say, that type of stuff does not affect me.
Oh, I know it doesn't affect you.
Well, I mean, there's not many hate tweets about me, so unfortunately.
Those tables turn. I keep telling him his time will come.
No, it's probably
Your
right
time
now.
will come.
Actually, I'm saying this, so when this airs,
they're
it
gonna
will
be like,
already
"Zach."
come.
It's always, oh, I wouldn't care if it were me.
If I liked something like that about you guys would have a heyday. I literally don't care. Literally don't care.
I think with 4 kids, she might be telling the truth.
No. I have her blocked on everything. I want to see it anyway.
Yeah, you wouldn't see it.
You can't even send her a link in a group chat. If you want to tell me you're unaffected, I don't know.
Let's find out. Let me go repost some of the stuff that people are saying about Danny right now, and let's see if it comes up at the reunion, because I guarantee you it would.
Janet's been getting hate since day one, and her hate, she gets more than I get. So it's a little bit of a different situation. Everyone knows that she has had a hard time. Like, it's even been reported, like, that we fled the country to go to Switzerland.
Jason and I had our Switzerland trip booked months in advance. It came at a lovely time when there was a lot of hate going on. And I went private during that time because I really wanted to, be present-minded in our vacation, and people would have less access to me. But I think it was sort of blown out of proportion that we were fleeing the country, which, first of all, Switzerland's expensive, even more expensive than drinks in LA, and we can only afford to live here for 8 days. But no, we did not flee the country. Although I kind of love that narrative that got spun. I wish we could afford to live in Switzerland forever.
All right. Did you hear that little snide comment there from Lala? Oh, hey, but Brittany and Lala have nothing wrong with Nia, right? Oh, you couldn't find a link to send for Janet for the group chat. This all precious fucking group chat food train. I didn't know that Brittany was on the verge of croaking during the season of the Valley. My God. Oh my God, man.
Hey guys, many aspects of going on with the Valley this week's episode. I try to keep this as calm as I can. I have a lot going on. As you guys heard at the beginning of the episode, I'm in the process of moving right now. We just finished putting things in the trunk. I'm at a hotel staying the night and then driving back to Chicago tomorrow morning. So I'm here in the La Quinta lobby and recording this. So I hope you guys can hear me right now. So I was going to say a couple more things here, and then the final back leg of this episode is going to be more from the Valley after show, so you hear from the cast itself. We use the audio here on the SUR files because we want to have authenticity, holding people accountable, and content is a big thing with our project and our concept here. So I'm not just sharing these clips just to extend or be lazy. I hope you guys understand that. I share these clips so you can hear from the cast itself, just in case you have any questions of where certain storylines are going, or if you need clarification. Hi Lala, by the way. Hope you got the clarification you needed this morning. But when you look at the Valley season 3, especially what happened with last night's episode, it's just real shame. We got the heated conversation with Zach. He got in this rant, and nothing he said is wrong because there's no grounds for conflict resolution. This group is fucked in a way because people don't know how to put their egos to the side, and there's too much cattiness and high school mean girl, high school bullshit that's going on right now between Jasmine, Michelle, Janet, Brittany, Lala, and it's just getting really annoying. And I'm not the only one that's pointing it out. You should see my comments in the TikTok page that we have on the SUR files when I share the clips. A lot of the people that watch the show are tired of it too. We're over the Danny storyline. We're over Lala being an instigator and Janet trying to feel sorry for herself. Janet, if you want people off your back, you need to forgive yourself first. If you're still reluctant to agree to the fact that you did something wrong, or you mixed words, or you kept issues going on longer than it needed to, if you feel like you did absolutely wrong, in order for yourself to move on, forgive yourself. Stop fighting the fight. The only person in this scenario, honestly, out of everybody on the show, and I want to say happy belated birthday, because the person that really, at the end of the day, should continue or not continue this situation or dialogue is Jasmine. She was the one that was a victim 2 years ago. All this stuff what Lala says, or Brittany says, or Janet, or etc., Zach, Kristen, Nia, it doesn't matter. If Jasmine wants to continue the issue, she has her right to feel that way. I thought at first with the reunion last year that Jasmine and Danny got back into a good place, so I don't know where the root of her anger is this year. Is it the fact that she still feels like she's not getting enough attention since she was the one that was the victim in this situation? And it's the ego thing because Lala keeps instigating and bringing the topic back up? I don't know. And for her to say that Zach doesn't have her back and Kristen doesn't have her back, I don't know. I'm sorry. I have to disagree. I understand that Jasmine's a victim here, and I have 100% empathy for what she went through. And guys, I don't want to come up here and act like I am 100% defending Danny Bucco on every single thing he's done this season. You guys have listened to the episodes. You guys see my TikTok reviews. I've been critical when it's needed to be critical, especially how he treated Nia in San Diego the first couple episodes of this season, when he was more fixated on having a good time with sex than focusing on the postpartum issues that his wife was dealing with and the depression she was struggling with. So what I do here is I give everybody a fair shake. I don't want to come in here and just bash Lala the entire time. I like her. She's freaking hot. You know, I'm attracted to the girl. I want her to succeed and happy for her sobriety journey, and she's doing great things with her podcast. But there has to be nuance with these situations. We just can't come on here and just act like people can say things without consequences, because you're doing the disservice to the fans. You really are. And it's really a shame, because really this issue should be over with. I shouldn't have to have the feel that a season of The Valley is just a rehash of what we saw in that season 2 reunion. That should not be the case. So I want things to be good. You know, Kristen and Luke are still having their conflict and their tiffs. Shorts just had a bad birthday that didn't go the way he expected it. The next day, you know, Lala and Danny are talking to each other at the beach, and still Lala doesn't get the point that the guy has owned up to his mistakes, and her's just like, you guys are still hiding from the cameras, and you guys don't want to be out real and honest. Hell, she even said it behind their backs too when they left during the argument. And then again, Brittany has to make everything about herself. Danny, you liked something that said that I had something to do with Jax trying to take you guys down. Guilt by association, whatever it is, the truth of the matter is this. Brittany does not like Nia, so she could deflect her anger towards Danny. And if she's naturally annoyed by the guy, I don't give a fuck. I really don't care. I really don't. I do not care. But what really is grinding my gears with this season of The Valley is just the high school catty, mean girls bullshit. If you have serious issues with a certain cast member, pull them to the side. You don't need 3 or 4 other chirping peanut galleries every time there's a heated conversation in this cast and this fan group. That's how things are not resolved, as Zach said on the episode tonight. So, with that being said, you know, towards the end of the episode, Janet was getting overwhelmed. He and her got into a nasty shouting match on the bus ride to Mexico shopping area. And from there, Nia was pointing out the fact that Jan keeps propagating this shit that's not true about her husband. And I'm good that Nia snapped on it, because at some point, enough's enough. Stop with the bullshit. So she's calling Jason, and she's overwhelmed, and Jesse's calling out Janet. That Janet runs away when she gets called out, or when she feels not uncomfortable, but she runs away when the people start calling her on her bullshit. And even Chris has said in the confessional in the episode last night, like, hey, grow the fuck up. I guarantee you, every single cast member of this show has one time or another either liked a negative comment about another cast member and/or did an Instagram live or a podcast sending subtle shots at cast members. I can look it up. I can find the references and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, don't be a walking contradiction. And Lala, don't try to act like you're a safe space, because you're not. You're just not. So I wish I could make this a longer episode of The Valley, a longer episode of the SUR Files, but I had to get back and get ready for my next day and stuff as I'm getting back to Chicago. But I want to give you just initial thoughts about how I felt about this episode. Next week's episode is going to be even more testy. I just saw the breaking news that Tom Sandoval filed a restraining order on his girlfriend, Victoria Lee Robertson. Good for him, man. I felt bad for him. I seen bad signs of where that relationship was going, and she seemed very, very toxic on the time I saw those Instagram lives that they had with each other. as many of you guys know, I'm a big fan of Tom Sandoval, and I enjoy his work. And Sandoval aside, I think he is a good human being. He made a bad fucking decision. He fumbled one of the most beautiful girls that's ever been placed on God's great earth. And, you know, he got his feelings about turning 40, and there's no excuse for what he did, but the man is human being. I'm giving him grace. I am. You may not. I know a lot of the people who interact with me on TikTok still shit on Sandoval, and people want to make their jokes about the guy. I like him. I think he's a good dude, and I think he deserves grace, and he doesn't deserve to deal with women like this. So it sucks to see what happened with that situation. You know, him living with her and her dad and all this other stuff. It's just crazy. So my thoughts go out to Tom, and hopefully he's doing well. And again, shout out to Jax Taylor. I saw he got recognized for donating $1,000 to Autism Foundation for that supports hockey and special needs hockey players. I think that's awesome. And as I said on Twitter today, we need to bring Jax Taylor back on this TV show so bad. We really do. And I'm not even saying that as Jax is completely without flaws. We all know who Jax Taylor is. But he's entertaining, and his presence is just missing on this season of The Valley for sure. So that's my initial thoughts. I hope you guys enjoyed the rest of your week. Ending up June. Next couple weeks is going to be a big transition period for me, but we will have a new episode of the SUR Files and a longer episode, I promise. But I am Joshie. You can follow me at the Hoots Podcast on X, Instagram at Josh Lopez Music. Make sure to hit the like button and smash the subscribe button anywhere you get your podcast from. That's where you get the SUR Files. Odyssey is the home of the SUR Files. Also, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe on our YouTube channel at the SUR Files as we're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. And don't forget, we're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. And remember, as I always say on every single episode of the SUR Files, be the authentic product that is yourself, and remember, nobody dictates the pace of your life but yourself and the man upstairs. I'm Joshie. This has been episode 15 of the SUR Files. To wrap up this week's edition of the podcast, we're going to play the remaining parts of this week's The Valley After Show. And remember, folks, these are the days of our lives. These are the best days of our lives. Raise your glasses, ladies and gentlemen. We'll talk to you next week. Peace.
Brittany comes in from her room because she was laying down.
Because he liked to post something about her. Yes.
You even like things about me. Brittany was definitely behind Danny and Nia's attacks this season. She's been in Janet and Jax's ears.
Is that what I said?
She knew. You liked it. And then I sent it to you, and I said
something. You like the entirety of the post.
It wasn't even the post caption. It was a comment. And then it was all over the place that Danny liked this comment about me, and people underneath were talking horribly about me, like, oh yeah, that's true, it's all because of Brittany, it's this, blah blah blah. So again, a false narrative is being put out there about me, and I've already dealt with that so long being with my ex.
Daniel was very intentionally, with a strategic plan, attacked.
Jax, going into this season, had said he was going to be coming after me.
And hey, by the way, I am truly sorry.
You were like a brother to me, dude.
He was hurt. And when he saw things that he thought there might be truth to, he engaged with those posts. Do I agree with all of the engaging with those posts? No. But that was his response at the time.
When I liked that post, I had a conversation with Jesse. He had kind of said, look, you know, obviously Brittany was behind this too.
Jax and other people got together and said, I want to put a target on Danny's back.
But you know who else went along with it?
Who?
Brittany.
Look, she was married to Jax at the time. Guilty by default.
If you're married to somebody that's going to take down a family with kids and you don't stand up and say, hey, as parents, don't do that. Are you involved? Like you want to see it play out like a puppet master? I don't know. But there's no way that she didn't have an opportunity to be like, dude, relax. Like, let's just focus on our family.
Right.
And with respect to their relationship, I think it had gotten so contentious and toxic that I think having a common enemy was a nice moment of, like, respite for them. Even though I'm not defending it, I don't think they were actually in cahoots. I think it was just, honestly, she was like slightly annoyed with him for some reasons and had like an uneasy feeling about him at the time. And it was just, yeah, like this distracts us from hating each other for a second. Kind of as like a deflection thing.
Like if Jax is like, man, I had to throw Danny out of the bar, and Brittany's like, yeah, that guy is annoying or something.
Yeah.
And then it's like they could both kind of talk about that.
For like a brief moment, they're not going for each other's necks.
But being annoyed by somebody and maybe even disliking someone because of their actions is different than being cahoots in an organized takedown of somebody.
Yeah, totally.
I don't believe Brittany was intentionally involved, but she still was having regular dialogue with Jax on that kind of window of time when everything was happening. So I feel like, if anything, he was in her ear. So there may have even been like a subconscious, like, jumping on the bandwagon.
I don't think Brittany at all was because of Jax. I don't
think so.
No, not at all. I think Janet, people like that Brittany's friends with, I think the manipulation tactics that they have are extraordinary, and she doesn't even see it. But I don't think she at all would do something even unintentional because of Jax, because she mostly just disagrees with everything he says.
Obviously, I'm not the mastermind. Like, what? Like, come on. Nothing to gain from a takedown for them. Nothing. That makes no sense.
They would say that because they were liked, like they got love, and that bothered you guys.
No. It makes no sense.
It's hard to even speak on this because it's so wild and this like conspiracy theory. But like, dude, you did stupid things. Just own it, please. Like, save us from all this talk.
In Mexico, you talk to Danny and confront him about your party.
Finally.
You know that was not my fault.
I was like, oh,
you
when?
stopped that.
So I was like, when are you going to do it? You're not doing it. You're
I'm
scared,
sorry
huh?
I'm sorry that
Somebody's
he had
scared.
4 under 4 and I could never get him alone.
We specifically started talking about my party. I was like, I know you didn't drink at my party. And you were like, yeah, I didn't drink at your party. Then I go home and I'm just telling Benji about like our conversation.
So at our party, Danny was definitely drinking.
I just didn't appreciate being like lied to my face.
This is just ridiculous. But yes, I did have a drink and wasn't showing it. I was hiding it or whatever.
Wait, do you have a drink? What do you drink at?
Drinking water. And,
go refill.
I mean, at this point, obviously, I knew that people's eyes were looking to see if I was drinking.
If you want to lie about it, just don't lie to me. I'm your friend. I'll hide it for you or with you to the people you don't want to know. But if I have egg on my face at the end of this because you lied and I didn't know you were lying, I'm going to be mad.
Bottom line is I should have just been honest. I shouldn't have lied about that.
Whenever Danny tries to hide it and like lie about it and stuff and act like he's not drinking when he is and we know that he is, I think that makes it worse. If you want to have a White Claw, have a White Claw. If you want to take a shot, take a shot. I'm the last person that's going to judge somebody for wanting to have a drink,
Here's
okay?
where the logic
Like,
doesn't make
who
sense.
cares?
You're hiding your drinking. So let's just say we don't catch on. You're telling me this is your behavior sober? Well, now we have a real big issue. If this is how you behave in your right frame of mind. So I would almost, if I were him, rather be able to say, like, I was drinking. You know, like, why would you hide it? This is just how you act on the reg?
In the beginning, the first couple of weeks, I didn't. I was drinking openly. I was drinking at, my housewarming party. And it wasn't until from San Diego, from Lala saying the things that she said.
I think there's something that happens when you have one too many drinks.
I felt that there was a big target on my back.
Oh, so now you're blaming other people for you hiding your drinking. Big problem. Guess what? You don't act a damn fool. I have nothing to talk about. Janet has nothing to talk about. Where is the mirror for this man?
We don't care about your drinking. It's more about the respect when we're having conversation. As your behavior, I'm talking about you. But if you have been drinking and this is going on, then that's on you. I'm nervous sometimes. I will say, like, I just kind of like turn an eye because I feel like now in this place, if I have to say anything to him or Nia, I don't want them to think I'm attacking them. It's like, no, we're friends. Like, we should be able to be like, I didn't like what you said. It has nothing to do with drinking. I just didn't like the way you talked about me.
I shouldn't have been hiding it, but I didn't want to give people ammo that were looking for ammo.
If you had not lied, guess what? Your behavior was fine at my party, and you drank. But because you lied about it, it actually makes it worse.
Finally, I got tired of doing it, and I told Nia, when we go to Mexico, I'm not hiding anything anymore. I'm just going to do what I want to do, have fun, and this is eating me up more, and I'm letting them get to me more than not letting it affect me.
If we were to do their season again, all over again, do you think you would still make the same decision?
No, I wouldn't be hiding anything anymore.
Kristen, you are pretty good with Michelle this year.
I mean, so I thought.
I'm so happy that we can be in one table together.
Look at Michelle and I.
Yeah, look at
Kristen and Michelle.
If they can do it.
Nia and Janet.
This is not a thing anymore.
Or
though.
he's saying we can move past things.
I myself was just like, I have to, in order to grow, I've worked on forgiving people and moving forward. I was just like, she did what she did to me in the past. What are you going to add to my life now? Stop without protecting. Fine.
She had a boyfriend for a year. Oh, there we all said it.
Eventually, I just have to let it go so that I can be happy.
Going into this fall, I was just kind of like, I'll let Michelle lead, which is kind of what I had been doing. Because I don't have an issue with her. We're not going to be as close as we were. That's totally fine. But during filming, she was lovely to me. I haven't heard from her since then.
Yeah.
So now I get it.
Here's the thing with Michelle, and she'll admit this, she does hold grudges.
Mhm.
You up one time,
she
will
grudges.
remember it, and you are done. And
you can't be like that in this world, though.
No, I don't think that is a good quality, and I have noticed that she is trying to work through it.
Michelle did wish me a happy birthday with a birthday cake emoji.
I wonder if she texted me happy birthday.
But that be it.
She did say happy birthday. I didn't get any emojis, though.
No birthday cake emoji? It's probably because it's just what popped up, and she was like, sure.
Uh-huh.